Hi everybody, how are you? Welcome to the Momma Shoshana YouTube channel and podcast. I am Momma Shoshana, also known as Shoshana Mizell. I want to thank you to this community. What this channel is about is me supporting you. You sharing ideas with me, sharing feelings with me, asking me questions about the different discussions that we're having. What I'll talk about is different subject matters, maybe make suggestions, answer questions, and you may ask, well, what qualifies me for that? I'm definitely not a therapist in any way, shape, or form. I'm a mom of 3 amazing adult sons. I have 2 grandchildren. I have been through a tremendous amount of trauma in my life, and I have overcome so many challenges, which we will talk about as time goes on. And through those challenges, I have learned so much. I have learned so much from going to therapy, seeing professionals. I have learned so much from different 12-step programs. I have learned so much and gained so much support from family and friends. And all the wisdom that I gained from that, I just wanted to share with you. I wanted you to be able to know that you can come somewhere and just know you can sit down and, grab something to drink, be comfy and cozy. And even if you don't feel like participating right now, that's okay. Maybe something that I say will spark, something in you to think about your life, to think about certain parts of your life that maybe you want to improve, or certain things that you love and you're so happy about, and maybe something I'll say will just push you to the next level. So if you would be so kind, of course, as to subscribe, like, share, and of course comment, because this is a community. That way we can just keep the Momma Shoshana channel growing and thriving. So today we're going to be talking about, what do you value? That's the question. And as I talk about this, you may want to jot down the different things you value. We can value anything from, monetary value to materialistic things. We can value artwork. We can value relationships. We can value peace of mind. We can value serenity. We can value theater and art. So when I think about what I value the most, I think about my state of mind. Valuing a particular state of mind, because I feel like if I start in a certain state of mind, everything else outside of myself that I value, it just enhances that. So one of my biggest challenges in life was always having very high expectations of other people, and how I felt I wanted them to fulfill my needs as I felt I was fulfilling their needs the way I wanted them to treat me. So basically what happened was, my expectations was an invitation for resentment, for hurt, for being very sensitive and taking things very personally. I did not have a sense of peace. I did not have a sense of serenity and calmness and being okay in my own skin. And not that we are like that 100% of the time. I don't think that's being very realistic, and that's over expecting something of our own humanity. But I noticed that and please comment and let me know how you feel if you've experienced this as well. I noticed that once I looked at what my expectations were of others, I started putting that into categories. My expectations can be filled in, let's say, 3 simple ways. One is asking for what I want from my partner, person, whatever, friend, family member, it doesn't matter. Even employer, it could be, on a business thing. It doesn't have to be anything personal. I can ask for what I expect. I can accept what I receive, and I can determine that if what I expect from someone is something I should actually be giving to myself. So, again, to recap my expectations. I ask somebody for something. When I get the response, and what is it that I need to fulfill for myself? I feel like when I look at those 3 things and I'm really realistic about it, I think the most important thing is with expectations is before I even ask somebody for something, I ask myself first, is what I'm asking from that person something I can fulfill at least partially for myself? And that is, let's say I'm upset about something and I want to dump my stuff on my partner. I want them to listen to me. I just want a sounding board. I want to get it all out. And I want them, now this is my expectation, I want them to then support me and validate my feelings. So before I dump this stuff on my partner, I take time, first of all, to breathe. If I value peace of mind, then there are certain things I have to do, certain steps I have to take to start me on that. One thing is always, just pause. Another thing is I close my eyes. I breathe in and out, nice slow breathing. This may sound so silly, but it really works. It has a physiological effect on my nervous system. And then I ask myself, have that conversation with myself. Why are you upset? What happened that you wanted out of the situation that you didn't get? And what can you do to accept the situation? Once I've written down those things, once I take responsibility for my own feelings, once I take responsibility for my own de-escalating my whatever it is, whatever emotions that I have that are really, high, it's up to me to de-escalate them. It's not up to anybody else. Nobody else is responsible for my serenity. After I've done that, after I've done like a little mini, inventory about what happened, again, I'm going to just repeat this, what happened, what did I not like about what happened, and what can I do to de-escalate my own stress level. So then when I go to my partner or friend or whoever, I've already come to a place where I have practiced my own self-soothing. So there's a lot less that the other person has to fulfill for me. There's a lot less expectations that I will have from them to make me feel better, because I've already taken responsibility for at least starting to make myself feel better. And when I do that, I am giving something to this other person I have expectations for. I am clearing a lot of demands. They may be silent, but they're still demands that I have, that you should make me feel better. You need to validate me. You need to listen to me. You need to be there for me. You need to agree with me. And you need to make me feel better. So, valuing serenity means that I'm responsible for my own self-soothing, my own self-love. And yeah, when that cup is half full with me, it's a much less feeling of urgency that somebody else needs to fill my entire cup up. So I think that's a great place to start with. What do you value? Is me, I value my ability to be responsible for my own serenity, my own kindness. Well, yeah, kindness is good, but my own calmness and peace of mind. So that's a really, really powerful thing. It is a way of thinking that can permeate so many aspects of your life. It's kind of like when you think about a canvas and you want to paint on it. Depending on what kind of paint you're using, you have to prep that canvas. You might have to whitewash it or sand down some of the canvas because you want a smoother texture when you paint. So think of yourself as your canvas. Think about preparing yourself so that you have the best surface, the best preparation for what you're going to endeavor, and that is being mindful. We're not always going to be mindful. Sometimes something upsets us, and we pick up the phone and we're like, honey, you're not going to believe what this person said. And that's okay. That's all right. That happens. But for that to be the norm, might get in the way of us having a sense of peace. So if you value a sense of peace, try that out. Try stopping, pausing, asking yourself questions, breathing, whatever you need to do that helps you feel calmer before you go about your life and involving other people in it. So hopefully that helped. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe to the channel. That would help so much with YouTube, the algorithm. And of course, like this video, comment and share if you feel that it is of value to somebody else. And I will see you next time. This is great. This is my 4th episode. And I'm just really excited about this journey. It is a wonderful way to share and to give love, acceptance, and to receive love and acceptance. And also, to be challenged. To learn things from different people. And a wonderful thing is to always have something to think about. Always have something new to consider. So with that, again, good night. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Love you all. And I will see you on the next Momma Shoshana podcast. Bye-bye.